My name is Adhietya Saputra from Indonesia Battery Corporation. So it is a great honor to be here. So today I'm going to share with you about one of Indonesia Battery Corporation initiatives in driving the sustainable mobility for the futures. So this is just a brief introduction of IBC. We are the subsidiary of state-owned enterprise companies. We have 4 main shareholders: Antam, MindID, Pertamina, and PLN. All of them are shareholders from the state-owned enterprises. So we have been given mandate by the shareholders to develop an end-to-end EV battery ecosystems in Indonesia. So this is pretty much covers all of the value chains that we will develop, starting from the nickel processing, battery material, cathode cells, battery cells, modules, and in the downstream we also have initiatives in providing the battery as a service, infrastructures, battery collocation for the renewable energy, and also at the end of the value chain, the battery recycling. So the one that I'm going to share with you is today, for the focus, it's on the downstream initiatives. So firstly, I would like to share with you about the condition that we face in, the problem that we face in today. So if we look at the city of Jakarta, there are a lot of motorcycles, 17.3 million of motorcycles in Jakarta, 3.4 million passenger cars. And if we calculate that into the emission, it would produce 34 million tons of annual CO2 emissions. And surprisingly, we become the first world AQI rank on July, the worst air condition, the condition of pollution in Jakarta. So we are facing the serious problem here, and to address this problem, actually, the government also has initiated the initiative on the adoption of the EV, because this is one of the way how to reduce the emission. So by the presidential regulation on number 55, number 2019, the government has issued the policy to accelerate the EV adoption. So the bottom line is how to decarbonize our road transportation. So based on our analysis, there are 4 main categories of decarbonized road transportation model. The first one is using the battery. We charge the car, the EV car with charging stations. So the second model is the catenary. We fuel the electricity to the tram or train, right? Via the infrastructures. The third carbon neutral transport model is hydrogen, so as a fuel. The last one is the battery swap model. So we will be focusing on the last one with several considerations. It offers a more stable system and more stable to the grid systems. That's why we are pursuing the battery swap model for now as one of our initiatives. So when we talk about the battery swap model, actually we are talking about the battery as a service. We're providing the energy to the OEM or to the cars or to the e-mobility. So we try to enter the business from the two-wheel sectors. Why? Because we have 120 million of motorcycles in Indonesia. So this is we believe that this is an entry point if we would like to have a transition to the EV, right? So basically, this is the background why we enter the battery as a service business in two-wheelers to accelerate EV adoption, to reduce the EV TCO, total cost of ownership, because people that don't have to buy the motorcycle with the batteries, so they just buy the motorcycle, but the battery they can rent or pay as the energy as a service. So on the third and the fourth this is more on the how to provide the system with high safety level and also quality, and eliminate the anxiety of the infrastructures. That's why we are also will develop the swap station as well. And the last one is, if we have the interoperability infrastructure, we can have the shared infrastructure between the swap providers. So it would like minimize the investment of the infrastructure. So basically, we are providing the battery and the swap station. The swap station will serve as a, like the battery storage. So whenever the battery from the motorcycle ran out, they just exchange it in the swap station instead of charging it. So this is the most practical and also the shortest time on refueling the electric motorcycles. The initiative has been launched. Actually, the soft launching is on June. So far we have engaged with a lot of OEM, 7 OEM, 2 conversion workshop, Gesit, Alpha, Via, Volta, United. So this is the name of the electric motorcycle producer in Indonesia that ready to use our ecosystem. We also developed the application that manage the battery. And the soft launching was inaugurated by Mr. Luhut. So this is also the one of the initiative that has been blessed by the government. So if you look at the market opportunity, like I have mentioned earlier, 125 million of motorcycles concentrated in big cities in Indonesia. As you can see, Jakarta is 17.3 million, but we have a lot of in the Central Java and East Java, 20 million, 17 million. So this is a very huge market potential to be converted into the EV. So based on that, we're trying to make, I don't want to get being trapped into the big market delusions and also overconfidence. So we made the base projection of the EV or electric motorcycle projection, which is by the 2030, we will have around 2 million of electric motorcycles in the road. For comparison, the annual sales of the 2-wheelers right now for the gasoline is 6 million, 5 to 6 million per year. So we estimate that by 2030 there would be 2 million of 2-wheelers electric motorcycle sales. And from that, we can divide into 2 markets. So the first market is for the 2-wheelers that use the charging stations, but the second market is for the 2-wheelers that use the battery swapping. So this is the projection, and from this projection, we translate that to our initiatives. So this is in a more detailed business scheme of the battery as a service models. So basically, we're providing the battery as a subscriptions to the OEMs, to the users of the OEMs. It can be fleet user, heavy users, it can be private user. So IBC will become the swap operator. We manage the battery, we recall the used battery and recycling the batteries. And we also need support from the investors, whether it can be the infrastructure side. So the investor can put the money in the swap station and the batteries, or there is also opportunity to become an equity investor in swap operators. This is the deployment of the swap stations. So I have identified several potential locations, and we also will utilize the state-owned enterprises assets. But the gas station, convenience store, the post office, so this is the potential location that we will deploy the infrastructure in the upcoming years. So if you look at the impact on the ESG, because this is only on the baseline of our initiative on the 2-wheel side. So from the environmental aspect, we can see that it would help reduce the CO2 emissions by 1 million tons per year. And we will promote the use of the clean energy. So we can combine the system with the solar and wind power. And for the social aspect, it would impact like around 2 million livelihoods of the users, generating new jobs from logistic technicians to customer service representatives of the swap. So every new swap station represents more employment opportunity. Aside from that, we can also promote the educational program to raise awareness of the benefit of EVs to the public. For the governance, for sure, we will have the open and transparent platform. Anyone can join. So we thrive on the collaboration. So the OEM that has joined our ecosystem is almost 7 OEMs, and now there are more will come. So we will also have a responsible waste management. So the used battery will be recalled, and we also have our battery recycling plan in futures. So this is the deployment that we will have. We divided into 2 phases. This year we have a pre-launch for the pilot to perfecting our initiatives. And for the phase 1, we will deploy up to 1,800 swap stations for the almost 40,000 users. So it would require around $30 million US. And the second phase on the 2027 onward, we would need additional capital, but to cater almost around 6,000 swap stations and to cater around 200,000 of users. This is more on detail on the economic feasibility. So the required investment is around $70 million. We have revenue potential of $490 million by 2040. IRR 18.15%, and we have the EBIT margin 22%. And we have target by 2040 around 500 subscribers, and the swap will be deployed around 18,000 of swap station. So for the partnership structures, we open any opportunity for the investor to join as the equity partner or co-financing, because the operation will be handled by the subsidiaries, and then the investor also could come in the form of providing or investing in the battery pack or the swap stations. So this is on a more detailed scheme. So I would be very happy to discuss you if the investor have any interest on this one. But the story does not end here. So this is also only one of our initiative. So by next year, we also will have the new initiatives for 4 wheels, heavy duty, fishermen, and also to train. But in the concept of the battery as a service. So I think that's all of my presentations. If I would be very happy if you had any question or feedback. Thank you.